culture continues to thrive, a dark, unknowing threat begins to grow, taking over communities across the globe. The villainous team known as Culture Vulture lands at the front door of Blurred Culture, demanding ownership of this beautiful world, wreaking havoc and causing mass destruction every step of the way. And with all hope lost, and the culture on the brinks of being overran, Deuce is the Yaness of podcasting, Bacardi Sensei the master of branding, and Didge the technical tactician, collectively known as Geekset, has emerged once again to help blend hip-hop culture and geek culture together in one place. Tune in as Geekset curates the culture, celebrates our heroes, start the discussion on important topics, and take this culture to new, legendary heights that the world can be proud of. Geekset, do what you love and love what you do.
All right. Welcome back to the Geekset Podcast, the only podcast that blend hip-hop culture and geek culture together. I'm your boy Deuces. With me, I got my man Bacardi Sensei.
What's good, everybody? How are we doing today?
Doing amazing. As always, I got my man Didge.
What is happening, people? How y'all doing?
Man, and the first thing first, again, shout out to all the new listeners. If you see the pinned comment and if you are here because of an ad or you saw our flyer, yes, we are going to be giving out Flash tickets to see it early with us June 7th at Mayfair.
You do gotta wait for the banner to pop up to hit that 414.
Yep. Gotta wait for it. But here's the thing. That means you can just stay active in the chat. We chop it up with y'all. We see y'all. Shout out to Anna. Shout out to Yolo McSwaggertron. Shout out to Lopez. Shout out to Jake. You know what I'm saying? Who else up in there? Shout out to Killer Be Killed.
You go crazy.
I'm just them the people that's here now. Them the people that's here now. I'm just addressing them so they know what it is. So I feel like we got to give a little bit of introduction.
No, you was
it.
I was fine with it.
Yeah,
I just know you excited about this. This finna be.
I'm excited, but I feel like we got to give a little bit of introduction on who we are, why we're doing this, and like what's going on. I mean, we got a lot of new people.
You can get introduced to the content.
Soft introduction.
We ain't finna go through like the whole our history and stuff again. No,
We finna go through origins.
Topics. I sent y'all a topic I want to hit. So
we finna go through origins. I'm like, bro, what we doing?
Well, let's talk about our week, man, because since the last podcast, we kind of manifested something that came into fruition.
Did we?
Yeah,
we did. Last podcast, we definitely was talking about how one day we gonna get invited to premieres and stuff.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, that one day was a week later.
Yeah, because we got to see Spider-Verse across the Spider-Verse early, and obviously we're gonna put a review out later on. And Bacardi, he doesn't want to hear about anything
Absolutely
yet.
not.
So we're not gonna talk about it yet. So we're not gonna talk about it yet. But yeah, and then throughout that, just continuously being able to see things early in advance.
Oh yeah, I mean,
we got contacted, and we're doing something with Warner Brothers and Warner Studios, and we're gonna be doing something at Mayfair. And it's just like, yo, this has been a really dope advancement for us.
Yeah, because it's one of those things that I was talking about. Hey, you got to speak into it. You got to speak into existence. You got to speak into existence.
Yeah,
it was spoken almost immediately into existence. Like the universe was like, oh, okay, all right, here, like
right.
I love it. That's why, especially because we didn't have shit to do really yet in June. It was like, we got something for y'all.
We didn't really have much to do. I mean, we was working on, like I said, just content. We got a lot of content that we planning, but like that was the big thing, and that was something that I was just like, yo, this is really dope, and just being able to also get the jump on it for the content, because that's what we want to do. Again, we're reporting on the culture.
So being able to be early to help, navigate that conversation is going to be great.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good to have our first, be able to be the first to say what we feel about the movie. And
so, and not to talk about the movie, but to talk about what transpired behind the scenes. While we was there, we made some connections with, Sony, with, saying some Vibe magazine and everything, to the point where now, like I said, we're going to be able to bring more of these type of things to Milwaukee, which is one of your big rocks that you wanted us to achieve.
Being able to bring some stuff to the city, fam. We found. I mean, I really want to. As much as there's plenty of geeks and everybody in Milwaukee, you know what I'm saying? And we need more than just little conventions here and there and all that to kind of bring us together. We need more for us too. Black, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
For us. So,
but I just love, like I said, being able to do that, and then also because you know, there's so much like what you said within this city, like within geek culture, that's still untapped. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So representing Milwaukee and being able to do that for the city, everybody knows, man, I'm a Milwaukee kid through and through. You know what I'm saying? I always want to bring back to the city. So I'm excited about that, man. That's one of the big accomplishments.
It's going to be a good time, especially because, one, I just want to see the damn movie. I mean, so that's going to be cool. But just to be able to sort of push our craft a little bit more, because now it's a different challenge.
Yeah.
It isn't reacting and trying to, you know, catch the wave. It's trying to help create the wave now. So that's going to be fun.
Yeah. And, you know, if depending on how far we can take this, like I said, a lot of those aspirations and things that we had when we first started Geekset really comes to fruition. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because like, you know, right now we're offering the early screening, and what's super dope is that, you know, because that this is a superhero movie, right?
Right.
But then think about just all the other like big franchises and blockbusters. Like if we can start really establishing this geek culture within the city, then now it's not just the early screening. We can do like a whole rollout thing, an event, something special. Like that's where I want to get it to. You know what I'm saying? Like Geekset Presents and all that, everything like that. But yeah, so you know, we'll get into it. Like I said, continue to watch. We're going to talk about it. I got some topics. Didge got some topics. The first thing that I really wanted to talk about was, did you see the release of who like the secret character is going to be on Mortal Kombat 1?
Ain't gonna lie.
Are you talking about?
It's two of basically the same character.
Yeah, wasn't
It's
Omni-Man?
and
And-
Omni-Man and Homelander, and it's like,
I don't understand why they in it. Like I don't
well,
get.
you know, they always do
They always do
those
that. They
special
have
characters.
Freddy, Jason.
But I mean,
They
usually
do
like,
that.
They
I feel
usually
like
are
everybody
different
like when they
types.
use the monster people, those all made sense because it was more like another realm cross kind of thing. But where the fuck they aliens,
Well,
right?
I mean, no, because they put more than just monsters. They
I
put.
get putting one.
I think
It's
the
just
Terminator
like,
was in one.
Terminator was.
Like they did more than just like
And Freddy, Jason, obviously, I guess you consider those monsters.
But I'm
for
talking
sure.
about when you think about the culture and the biggest conversations. Now they can do it. Like everybody been
It's
talking
two-
about if
it's
Omni-Man
two of
goes
the
against
same type of
Homelander,
characters,
who's gonna
like,
win?
I
it's
just
just
want to
like-
see what's gonna be crazy is I know I'm excited for because they are perfect for fatalities.
That's why I'm excited for it.
Those are gonna be cold. Like you know what I'm saying?
That's very fair.
Like that we've seen enough on screen, so the fact that Ed Boon and them get to make kind of creatively create something from there.
Yeah.
Them's gonna be amazing.
Are you more so because it's the same character? Because like, so if it was only one and then another character,
Then it'll be fine. Yeah,
Okay.
it's literally just because
because
it's like
of the pairing.
It really is. It's like two Supermans.
Right, and
You
that's
know
the
what I'm
thing. It's like,
Yeah.
all right, cool. We get to see, and we saw that with Injustice. So it's just like, cool.
So I mean, and it really like even if you think about their fight package, like they're like it's literally like kind of the same setup.
it's
Yes and no. Omni-Man is way more aggressive than Homelander. Homelander will
Well, I'm talking
laser
about
beam
the skill
you.
set. If you
the
think
skill
about
set. It's all
you
going to
think
be about Bruce String.
laser eyes.
Yeah.
But I feel like if it came down to the fisticuffs, I got Omni-Man over Homeland. If it was just
I
Bruce
would do
String
that.
fist,
I would give that because Homelander.
Because
Homelander is still a child. He's a childish.
Yeah.
He's still a child. You know what I'm saying? Omni-Man is a grown ass man. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga, and he talked that way.
He do.
When he was done with niggas, he was done with niggas.
I'm
You know
a
what I'm saying?
grown ass fed up man because
Yeah.
he's fed up with human life.
And when he done, he done. That's what I'm saying.
Dog, that's crazy.
Like, I- like-
yeah,
like-
that's fair.
Yeah.
Homelander still be on the fence. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because he be wanting that love. Omni-Man don't give a fuck about y'all.
He don't care about. I don't even
He
care
don't give a
about
fuck.
love.
He does not give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? Like his wife was a pet, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Are you here for the whole reboot with the?
yeah, I love it, man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I played the last one. I
I
beat
don't
it.
know. I don't. This is just more like a continuation of the story in my. I get they're calling it a reboot.
Yeah.
But it's like.
It's such
You
an amazing.
sorta-
I think it's an amazing idea though, because it did end with Liu Kang taking over. You know what I'm saying? So
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, it's just the next part of the story.
Well, yeah, it is, but it's kind of like I mean, we
I
don't
guess-
know the
yeah,
story yet because it
yeah.
seems like it's. I wonder, it's like, are they jumping into the time travel aspect, or what? Like, why are they going back to a one?
I think that's because that's how it ended.
Yeah, they ended- he
the last
restarted
movie
time.
was
Oh
time
yeah,
start.
you're
Yeah.
right.
He
You're right.
did
You're
restart
right.
time.
Yeah, so
But it's just like I guess a reboot sort of always screams to me like that didn't happen no more. Whereas this is just like from just the next sequel.
well, I mean, do you count like when DC does like Rebirth and stuff like that as a reboot? Because they still, some of the stuff still carries over.
That's fair.
But it's loosely. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
very loose, and
So,
a lot
I'm
of
wondering
the
if
stuff
this story
restarts. Like a lot of the
Nah, I guess I didn't really pay attention to the story that much. like, is all the main characters that were in the like they all still know what's going on? Or
It doesn't look like it in the trailer.
They shouldn't have. The way that ended, Liu Kang. Remember, the last fight was Liu Kang and Shang Tsung again. Because then they had to fight. I forgot what the time goddess was.
Bold said that because this is the first MK in the timeline.
In this timeline.
So this is literally like a timeline. So I feel like maybe only like higher beings will know. Like, hey, this is not the
Raiden
original
ain't one
timeline.
of them because I'm pretty sure Raiden was a human in that trailer.
Yeah, Liu Kang. That's what I'm saying. Liu Kang is the only one now. Like Liu Kang is Raiden.
I'm thinking he's saying like there's other guys like obviously.
Yeah, that's it. Like who's going to know it and who's not.
I think.
I think the only person that knows it really is pretty much
Liu Kang.
Liu Kang, probably Shao Kahn. I think Liu Kang. Yeah,
because Shao
really
Kahn.
Liu Kang.
I think Shao Kahn died in. He died in the actual game, not the DLC, right?
Yeah, he died in that. He died in that.
Either way, I know he didn't make. Liu Kang was the only nigga standing at the end of the day. So unless he told somebody, he should be the only person that knows.
I mean, I like the idea though because they can really twist the story up now because now Mortal Kombat 1, how they already do the cinematic fighting of it already, you can start creating this backstory where it's like somebody, now some, because then you try to, I feel like in a sense, Liu Kang is going to become the villain.
Oh, you sad.
But it's going to be because of that, though. I think
he's going to be villain, too.
I think it's going to be because people going to realize what he did to the, like, what the fuck did you do? Like, I think somehow, some way.
But I mean, I don't think he had a choice. I mean, they're not going to know that. They just going to be like, fam, I got to go back and replay it. I haven't played it in a long time, but...
I just watched the trailer.
I'm definitely going to just watch the trailer.
Like, watch the video,
cutscenes again.
Watch the cutscenes again.
Oh, you think you could be able to create a player? No. Somebody was saying they got vibes of create a player in it.
I hope so. That's what that.
I
actually,
believe it.
That actually leads to my next conversation because with Street Fighters create a player, which is so dope.
About.
But I believe that Mortal Kombat would be better for a creator player
sure.
because to create a finisher, bro, to create a friend.
That's what's gonna make it better. Because the fights are so much more flashy because you get the chance to do a finisher.
And then you probably got to create the combo like the skull cracker. You know what I'm saying? Like that'd be fire.
They probably give you presets.
I was gonna say.
But I'm saying, but it'd be like how WWE 2K23 is, where it's like it's a ton of presets in different areas. So how you put it together is going to be different. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I was like, I do believe like if they did a creative player.
I mean, I feel like they would have. I think you're right, and they would have probably announced it already if they were doing it. But I saw somebody like, this gave me vibes to create the player. Like I guess in the way like Liu Kang was talking, I didn't get those vibes necessarily. But I was like, it's interesting.
Everybody is going to be a Scorpion clone. Everybody's going to be a ninja.
Everybody gonna be getting over here.
I wouldn't.
It's gonna be a lot of getting over. I'd be freezing.
I might have a little of both. I might get over here and freeze you.
So y'all going strictly ninja. Niggas, nobody's choosing to be a robot. Nobody want to be a god.
No. What a robot for?
Hey, fucking Cyrax.
Cyrax was cold. Y'all ain't got no love for Cyrax.
I ain't got no love for none of them.
All them niggas.
I didn't fuck with Cyborg Sub-Zero. I didn't fuck with.
So I was doing a lot.
When they make Smoke the robot.
I'm like, nigga, when this guy there get in the nether realm, nigga, like.
So none of y'all would choose to be a god? Like, what is? Because I'm trying to think, like, okay, what type of classes would it be?
I mean, like,
you'll have human.
I mean, I would definitely
you'll have ninjas. You know what I'm saying?
I can go Raiden.
What was the clan called? What was the clan called?
Lin Kui.
Yeah, Lin Kui.
I forgot.
Yeah,
the other
but see,
one.
I think honestly, I would probably go the Kung Lao route.
You go to Kung Lao route? You be a monk?
Yeah, I'd probably go that route. I like Kung Lao. Kung Lao was one of my favorites. Like he was my favorite. Like, but then I had to have an asshole nigga. That's like my Kano. You know what I'm saying?
The storyline ruined Kung Lao because it was just always the ultimate L. And I was young getting that. So you know how kids is real life dicks. They don't. If that character lose enough, you don't like them no more.
Yeah,
I can get that.
Kung Lao was getting too many L's. I don't like dude. Like I remember, I'm good on dudes.
Like, you just trying and not succeeding. Yeah. All you doing is trying.
All you doing is trying.
Ain't won nothing.
So nobody want to be a human. None of y'all.
No, you talking about some Johnny Cage ass shit?
Well, technically, Liu Kang was human at first.
Well, but he was just. That would be like my Kung Lao. Like Kung Lao.
Yeah, so I guess that was still being a human. They just monks.
Yeah. Kung Lao was the other side. I was Kung Lao.
I ain't trying to be no special forces ass nigga. Like I ain't finna be Jackson out here. Yeah.
So nobody.
I feel like you would have a robot the arms. You
Nah.
give yourself the arms.
I don't want the robot arms.
You want to give yourself the Jack's arms?
No.
Because I feel like one of your moves going to be definitely that grabbing, punching the nigga in the face move.
Here's the thing. I'm actually torn between the robots, bro.
Oh my God.
Bro,
You want to be a
You
Terminator?
want to be Baraka or nothing?
Hell no, I want to be Baraka, dog.
Right. I mean, if I could, I would probably have a Baraka finisher where it'd be like, well, how the fuck you got
How
off?
you get the claw?
Well, and
Dude, it's like you a fifth. That's the finisher. It's like,
Cause
bam,
you know I love my pistols, but I don't want to. I don't want to be
You want to
human.
be Striker?
I don't want to be striker. That's what I said. I don't want to be human.
You already
I don't want to be human.
Like striker, nigga.
I don't want to be human. But if I'm robot and I can use, you know what I'm saying, I can manifest something to figure out
Hey,
something.
I could actually see. You should be striker for.
No, I
play striker.
don't want to be striker, dog.
Hey, that'd be funny.
I can see you as striker.
That'd be hilarious.
Why would you want to be striker,
Dog,
man?
striker was hilarious.
I'd probably be like a Goro type, get the forearms going.
No, I don't need to do all that.
Can I do that and still have a scorpion move? Just throw four spear at you?
I feel like, hey, that actually be cold.
I would not be.
To send
That'd
four
be. I can see
spears,
that as a finisher.
four
Yeah,
spears.
Finisher.
That'd be
You
cold.
yanking all the legs. Yeah, I can see
Four
that.
spears would be cold, bro.
That'd be fire.
I'm trying to think because then you got what was Nightwolf? He was human, but he was
No, he was a
Native
guy.
American.
he was native. He was a guy. He was an Indian guy.
Yeah, he was an Indian
Native
guy.
American god. I mean, not yet. Yeah. And Nightwolf was one of my favorites too. I used to love his animality and his finisher.
Yeah, he was cold. I liked it when they added him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't really care for his story.
Kodo, I guess that's the god type, the Kodokan type.
Yeah, Kodokan would be a guy. That's all I.
That's
I
all
don't
I-
even think because Goro and them wouldn't. That's just beast.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, but then
Also, I'm just saying, 4 arms. I could do 2. I could do 2 freeze, or I could do 1 freeze.
You doing
and throw the
four? You doing
fireball.
4 arms with the Mintaro legs?
Nah, I ain't say all that.
Is that Mintaro that had the motherfucking
No,
the horse
Mintaro,
legs?
he had
Who
the,
had the horse legs?
that was
That wasn't Motaro. It had to be. Which one was like the tiger? Remember they had 3
I thought
of
that was
them.
Kotar, like Kotaro.
That might have been.
Minotaur.
It was just called
It was just
Minotaur.
literally just Minotaur.
Oh no, Motaro. Yeah,
Motaro.
Motaro.
Yeah, I was gonna say they
Yeah,
lazy.
yeah, but Motaro. Now, but he only had one set of arms.
That's what I said. 4 arms with the Minotaur.
No, that's what I said. He only got the 1 arm. I want 4 arms.
You
So I
don't,
gotta
that's
be
what I
like
said.
Goro.
You don't want 4 arms and horse legs
No,
too?
I
That's
want 4
8,
arms.
That's 8 limbs,
No,
nigga.
because I want the 4 arms. I could throw the fireball with one set on one side. I
Dog.
could throw the ice with the other
You trying to
side.
be OP, bro.
So
you
that's
breaking.
OP.
Yeah,
But
you breaking the
if
game.
there's a
You know what I'm
creator
saying?
though, if there's a creator
I'm
mode,
gonna have to do
everybody
like
we want because everybody's gonna fuse 2 characters, right? So it sounds like Didge is trying to either but you can't choose. You can't have ice and fire. You got to choose one. So.
No, because Goro, didn't he throw fireball? I could have sworn Goro
Oh,
threw,
okay.
Goro
Yeah,
threw
he
something.
did. So yeah, having Goro and Sub-Zero.
And
So
then-
who's your
yeah.
2?
My
Kano.
2?
I mean, not Kano.
Oh, it'd be probably Kung Lao and probably. Actually, it probably would be Kung Lao and Raiden.
Kung Lao and Raiden.
That would probably be my combination. Because I definitely want to. Because then I'm throwing a lightning hat at your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
That
see,
can
when I
cut you
throw it
too.
with 1 arm that's got the fire.
So it's gonna be like, like
and you
4
gonna have
hours.
to go like this.
Go get the fuck out of here.
I'm trying to think like what would mines be, dog? I don't know.
Fam, Striker and Cyrex.
No,
like,
that's trash. That is a trash.
A robot with a back. A robot with a back bar with a hat.
That's trash. That's big trash.
Cyrus got the dreads. It's gonna be a robot with a hat backer with a
That would
nice
be so trash.
with a nice stick that come out his head. You know what I'm saying? No, somebody would definitely do that,
That
bro.
is extremely trash.
That would be horrible.
Cyrax is definitely the one for sure. I just don't know who my second one
Cyrex
is.
was the red one, right? That was the one that had the net.
Yeah,
Is Cyrus, Sector, what's the other one? Was it 3?
it was Cyrax, Sector, and then Noob Cybop turned.
No,
The-
Smoke did.
No, Smoke. Yeah, Smoke did. It was because of Smoke that there was a Smoke.
They had the Cyborg Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah, the
like,
Cyborg, so them one like the
Those- I
3.
think those was like
3 was
one-off.
real robots. Like they were niggas that turned into
Right.
robots, but they went the full role. Like they was like hard on robots.
Oh, you know what?
Let me see.
Cabal was dope as a bitch. to
Cabal
me.
was cool.
I
Cabal was
may do
cool.
like a Cyrax and Cabal type. Cause Cabal, I forgot about Cabal. Cause you know, cause I
He'll be
do,
a high-speed
I do
robot?
Like, yeah, cause I do like the aggression.
You gonna be loud as a bitch. All that clanging ass metal.
Hey.
Trying to Dog, your shit gonna have to be oil. Fuck all that preaching.
The other robot was called Triborg. I don't remember
I
that.
don't remember
I
Triborg.
remember a Tribe, but that nigga sound like he's big as a
I
bitch,
don't remember
bro.
Triborg
It
at
was
all.
Sector and Cyrax. Then, like I said, we said Smoke.
Triborg? Which one was he in?
That's the last remaining.
How does he look? I do not remember Triborg.
Bro, I don't either. This nigga look like Terminator for real. Like,
I do not remember. I've never seen that nigga a day of my life, dog.
It was in Mortal Kombat 10.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat. Okay, so then he must be.
He was in Mortal Kombat 10?
It was basically all the robot. It basically had all the power of all the robots. So it had the power of the cyborg, sector.
That is OP.
Sub-Zero
That's what you
and
would want.
Smoke.
That's a creative player right there, nigga.
Yeah, somebody put this together. I don't remember this shit at all. Though.
Yeah, I don't, man. I played Mortal Kombat 10. Like, I do not remember fighting dude. Like, I don't even remember a fatality or look at that nigga. I wonder, was he like a boss? Maybe he was.
No, you was able to play as it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look. I think I still got Mortal Kombat 2.
Is there any other game that you would want to have like a created player in it or a created character in it that hasn't given us one?
No, I don't think. I think every game has a creative player at some point. Like
everybody's
every
getting
genre,
there for sure.
I feel like every genre has a creative player pretty
Someone
much now.
said Tekken in the chat.
I mean, that would still just be. I mean, I guess if you were saying, but I mean, it started with Soulcaliber. Soulcaliber to me was the first that really had creative players.
Soulcaliber, I think, might have been the first.
And that was my favorite. Soulcaliber was the shit.
Great.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but
Remember
I'm like,
was it Soulcaliber? I think it was 4 that had it had Yoda, Darth Vader in it.
oh yeah, when they had them on different systems. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, I think 4 was probably the last one I think I played. I think they went to 5. I think they went to 5 or 6. I think 4 was the last one I
I
played.
think 5 is on both Game Pass and PlayStation Plus.
Is it?
I think so.
Ooh, let me find out.
Bacardi said, "I'm about to get
Like,
that motherfucker."
I don't fight nobody. I just go through the story real quick. That's a nice
Definitely go through
story.
the
You know what I'm saying?
story.
That's a nice story.
I haven't played Soulcaliber in so long.
I mean, you got to figure 4 came out.
It's
that was
so
360,
fucking long.
right?
But like,
Yeah, that was
I
360.
go through these days when I like sometimes you download
Yeah,
a classic
yeah.
game, you get a emulator and everything, and I'm just like, yo, I haven't played that in so fucking long, and I'm
Yeah. What other games?
I can't think of anything that I would care to have a, because it's really much what you asking. Who would you want to make yourself in the game? And I'm like, I feel like it's already it's in enough games.
Well, here's the thing that what they do, I think, is the difference of customizing the main character. Like, so you got like your Assassin's Creed and your where it's like you can change the look of the main character, but you can't really make like you in it, right?
Yeah.
Versus where you have the full customization where like, oh, I'm gonna make this character look like me.
Right.
So it's like, in Assassin's Creed sense, if I can create me and be part of the Assassin's Creed.
But you ain't gonna see yourself. Maybe a couple cutscenes, but I mean, you really gonna be in the full costume.
No, you don't always keep your hood up.
Really?
Because people know, because when you in Assassin's Creed, assassins are outlawed. So sometimes you got to have your hood down.
Right, because sometimes you got to blend in.
Yeah.
You got to look like a regular ass person.
I mean, y'all Assassin's Creed niggas. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I guess Star Wars, you had the Knights of the Old Republic, and they got like the online ones. Immediately I went to a Star Wars game.
Soulcaliber 6 is on PS5 store. That's what Joe Dixon said. So it should be.
Maybe that's the one I'm thinking of. But yeah, so, I mean, that's out. Shit.
No, yeah, I can't think of
I can't think of nothing.
Can't think of nothing. Because like I said, because that to me, that's, what's funny is like, I be playing games with my daughter. And so Azaria put it in Sarai's mind that you need to make characters that look like you, right? So anytime somebody makes a character that don't look like him, like they get like she like points it out, like that doesn't look like you, that ain't you, right? And so to the point where like one time she had made a character that didn't look like her, and I was like, and she was like I'm like, what are you playing? And she's trying to hide her screen. I'm like, Sarai, what are you doing? She was like, well, I didn't make me. I'm like, it's okay. You can have variations.
Y'all had to call little girls.
Yeah, Azaria did.
I'm gonna have to go talk to Azaria.
Azaria came over like, who is that? That ain't you.
She was over there. She was acting.
I mean, I love it because it's all about skin representation. But it's like, yo, like, hey, it doesn't always
her head. Like, yo, no, we don't do that.
Dr. Uber.
That would be funny though. I don't think I've ever really came across that kind of scenario where you walked into somebody and they playing the game with a career player, and you like, and it's a dude, like a black dude, you like, you the white dude? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, I can imagine myself staring at the screen, like, where you at though? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, but that's like, that's the age-old like debate, about like dudes who be like playing Grand Theft Auto and The Sims, and the character they create is a woman, but then they put it in like crazy skimpy clothes. It's like, Bro, what you want?
Yeah, that's why.
That's just a little weird.
Yeah, that's wild
what you
behavior
on,
too.
dog?
That's wild behavior too.
But here's the thing. When we was doing Knockout City, you know what I'm saying? Remember they gave us those slots. So I made like me, and then I had made like a random robot style character, and then I had made I let my daughters put together.
Oh, make something.
And make something right. So I have the variation. So every now and then I'll play with her and everything like that.
Yeah,
right.
I mean,
but it was just like I never just logged on the game and said I'm making me a girl character, and not to any reason. It's just again, if I'm making a character, I am making the character to look like me.
Are you?
So it's kind of.
I
generally do.
I honestly,
if I have the capabilities to, so it's based off the game limitations.
Yeah, I mean, I get
know what
that.
I'm saying?
So like when you played Assassin's Creed, which one was it? Odyssey, I think that was the first one. You went for the what was the brother Alexios?
So for the story, I went with her because they said that her story was the true story.
Okay.
So right, so like I said,
I
played
found that out after I just looked and I was like, this would be more fun.
Well, see what
That's how you
it
do
was.
it.
Remember, that was the first time they gave us the option of being either the guy character or the girl character. I said, well, which one is the story? So I looked it up and it was like her story. I was like, well, I want to play the story, I chose her.
So I mean, they didn't make it where you just would play with both of them.
No, so you can pick
go back,
whoever.
yeah.
So what it is in that storyline, the brother. It's spoilers, whatever. I'm sure you're never gonna play.
As a motherfucker.
In the storyline,
Game is in the bargain bin.
whichever sibling you didn't pick, they're the ones who essentially become the evil version that you gotta fight because they get thrown off a mountain, they get brainwashed, all this shit. And so the canon story is that she was the one who got thrown off and had to fight the evil brother.
Yeah, but you can switch.
But like
I
said, you can pick it however you want it.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I heard Assassins and I was like, he looked bulky as shit. Dog was buff. And I'm like,
Like, boy, you ain't sneaking around doing shit.
I can't assassin with this.
You loud as a motherfucker too.
Yo, leap of death gonna have a heavy thud.
Right,
Leap of
right.
faith.
I'm like,
Leap
bro,
of faith.
he
I'm
ain't
like,
an assassin.
Man said he looked at that nigga like, you jumping off buildings?
like everybody can see you, bro.
In that way? In that way?
We can see
Oh,
your
that's good.
buff ass assassin.
And so,
You wanted some grace. Like, that nigga said, I know you posted. You need to get out here. Like, I want...
what kind of shit is this?
This nigga gonna do a running jump. Like,
Bro, go just land up.
You're right. Elbows all the way from the roof. Nigga just drop all the way down.
Yeah. But depending on the game, now I do mess around with the age because like when we did Elden Ring, I was like, ooh, I want to make myself old as shit because I wanted to be like I wanted the Master Roshi effect. Like, who is this old ass nigga that's beating ass?
I wanted the young dudes. They were like, bro, he ain't nothing. He young.
The fact that you put y'all so much story behind it, man. I feel like I don't know if I outgrew that. But I definitely, like, when I do the creative player, like, even when I did the Elden Ring and I started, like, I take a minute and I try.
Yeah.
But after a while, I'm like, bro, it looked close enough. You know what I'm saying?
I enjoy doing creative
But
players.
I do have moments. I forgot what 2 games I've played, but there's 2 games I actually did play where I didn't make me at all. Like, I literally just made some kind of alien. I think it was like one where you had a choice, like Elf or Barbie. Like, I'm gonna be this weird looking motherfucker right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I still made him black skin.
That's totally, yes.
You know what I'm saying? But he didn't look nothing like me. This
we
nigga
ain't
was
doing the Caucasians.
My character's definitely always black. But my character, his hair was draping like to like here.
Yeah,
like,
but see, he ain't black. That motherfucker just don't look human.
But see, that's why I say I do like a creative player, right? The one thing that I hate though is like if you gonna give me the creative player option, then give me the options. Don't limit me. Don't give me a limit version of I got 12 faces to pick from.
Oh, you talking about that?
Yeah.
I hate that.
I don't like when they give too
hate
much.
that.
I don't need to care about how my nose pointing out. I don't care.
Oh, I do.
That part, yes.
Like I don't like. You're giving me too much.
Certain parts,
There
it's
was
like
one time in my life where I was looking in the mirror, like, let me make sure I get this really, really right. You know what I'm saying?
see,
Like,
that's too much.
so
That's too much.
that's where it was. That's what I feel like I've had those investments. 2K put me in a lot.
I'm gonna say because when they did the face cam, I love the. Listen, I will not start my player until I get my face scan perfect.
Bro, I've had so
Every
many.
year.
I think everybody got where.
Every
Like I
year.
stopped playing 2K, but I was like, I know everybody got because I feel like they still ain't got that shit right.
No, they do it with the phone now.
It
Oh, you do it with the phone now?
Yeah, you do it with your phone now.
Oh, they definitely did.
Every year,
Them motherfuckers used
I
to
be
be
waiting every year
atrocious,
when
bro.
because what the easiest
I
way
got
to
some
do-
ugly pictures, boy.
Because the way, bro,
oh,
because
man.
every year when they announce it, they launch the app. And then the app is already, you can get it free because you can do the My Teams and get credits ahead of time before it starts.
Just save this into their server and you just...
I mean, because hey, everybody changed year. You know what I'm saying? I mean, listen, I go up in weight, I go down in weight. I got a beard, I ain't got a beard, I got hair. Like I got to update. What you talking about?
You can change your hairstyle.
Nah, man. Listen, my base gotta be correct.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think 2K did. 2K took me through the ringer. That's why
it's a 24-hour process.
I don't care. I don't care about it no more. I don't care about it. Because I definitely, like, that first couple years of face scanning 2K, all night scanning my face. And you remember 2K had the midnight release.
They did. And remember, and that's
so you talking about
you had to do
all night.
You had to do
just scanning.
You had to do it connect. You couldn't do it. Niggas in the bathroom with the light like, all right, hold on.
Bro, all night. Got the whole house up. You know what I'm saying? Why the lights on? Why you bringing lamps in the room?
So I gotta get this face
Get it full studio lights.
Look, I 100% remember me never playing the first, like when they first did it, that 2K, never playing that.
I remember.
Like angry, like bro, I cannot believe y'all would bring this kind of shit out that don't work. You know what I'm saying?
Because of the KG
and did not want to
why
play
would
the
you
game.
give me something that you know I can't have it?
And did not want to play the game until I got it right. So I'm like, I'm gonna go to bed. Fuck y'all. Like I was like, I was like 5 in the morning, bro. Been like, dog, niggas playing, niggas in you shit in the middle of the night. I got 5 niggas in. Like,
Group chat was going.
Niggas, dog. Yeah, I hated it, fam. Hated it, bro. That's what probably took me out the game, fam.
Bro, I was off it earlier. My first like 3 or 4 fucked up, and I was like, yep, all right, well, percentage, that look cool. Like,
nah, man, I love that shit, bro. I do it every time, bro. Every time. I can't wait because, like I said, to me, I mean, when I'm playing certain games and I'm invested in like that storyline, I'm like, yeah, I want to see me in this story.
I think you know what I also get mad about too. Because you never get a right voice for yourself. So I really don't be caring.
Oh, the voice never.
So I really don't be caring too.
It's the voice actor that
really throw me. Because I think I forgot. I don't know what game I played. But I remember going through a lot of effort making my character and going through the voice packages that I was there and they're done playing the game. And I was like, bro, y'all not finna have me sounding like this.
In 2K, bro, in 2K, I got myself looking pretty close on my 2K. But that voice, you see me walk in, and he was like, hey guys, what's going on? I said,
yeah, I don't know.
I forgot what game it was.
I said, what the hell is
this? It might have been Nayo. Created my character, did all the stuff, and I forgot to change the voice. It default to a female voice. And yo, the first cut, so I'm skipping early cutscenes. I'm just sort of seeing the gist, still trying to get to the game. So I'm deep before the next cutscene. Hear the voice and I'm like, oh hell no. But I'm like, I don't want to redo all this, so I just gotta go through this game.
Like dog with the girl voice. Bro, you can't switch that back. You can't switch that up, fam.
Can't switch it up. No, but it was funny because we be playing. I be playing online with like Will Ferrell, Clint Coley, and everything like that. So we be playing. We playing wrestling and everything too. So we get on and they click, everybody doing their intro, you know what I'm saying? So Will intro come out, Will's a big dude, you know what I'm saying, dreads and everything. He come out beastie, whatever like that. Clint let his girl create his character. So she created his character and he president Hoochie Daddy shorts. She went crazy with him. When he came out, I said, bro, what are you wearing? He said, hey man, my girl got. I was like, bro, I was like, because I was just watching him versus Will. They matched first because I came in late. I said, bro, if I'm judging off of interest, you about to get your ass beat. He was like, hey. He was like, man, I'm about to change my shit today.
John says I'm just judging off of images.
But like, Grand Theft Auto, the reason why so many people got masked on Grand Theft Auto Online is because everybody has the exact same face. Their creator player system is stupid. Because it's like, you choose your dad, you choose your mom.
That parent shit was wild behavior.
Dumb. And no matter what, we all look the same. And then what I hate, because I invested, I bought every mask in the game so I can have variations when I want to, right? But when you do the heist, they always have the cutscenes and everybody's mask is off. We all just looking the exact same. Big old
family.
Niggas listening to Lester tell us the heist. And I'm like, bro, we look the exact same. So Grand Theft Auto, please fix that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. I think Grand Theft Auto was wild to even have that and not really talk about it.
That was it.
They never said nothing. And
I
feel like the world didn't really like bring it up really either.
They brought it up and then Rockstar was like, all right, so the next thing,
that was really a shot. Like somebody was like, can I please just put my ID in one of the games. And they was like, boy, get this nigga a chance, man. Like,
Cause Jesus, man.
They definitely went in the room. They're like, see, now y'all look the same though.
They all look the same. Everybody look the same.
Tim, what the fuck is this? Why do he look like him?
And what's crazy is because I'm like, I feel like it won't be that much, like as much stuff that goes into Grand Theft Auto Online. Yeah. Y'all got it. They have so much clothing that we can legit play for 5 years and never see each other in the same clothes. Like they got so much clothes. Why can't you add face variations?
Because it's already done. Y'all already people.
Y'all solid.
Y'all good. Y'all
so I just really wish I knew the logic. That's what I'm saying. I feel like if they would have even explained a little bit more on what the idea of the the parent like
it was. You think
I didn't like it. And that was a really bad thing for me too, because I do be tied up on appearances, and I'm ugly, and I didn't like playing Grand Theft Auto looking like that. Like I didn't like playing it like that. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't think about the bad shit, because I would definitely thought I would fly. I had the clothes on, and I was like, I'm ugly as a bitch.
That's why, bro. I right now I'm a t-shirt mask nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I got like the goons, like the t-shirt mask. I bought a whole bunch of those. The motherfuckers look beastie, dog.
It's crazy because the Red Dead Online, they customization ain't that bad.
I don't even remember Red Dead's customization. I played 2. I didn't even play a lot of 2, but I played it. Yeah. But I don't remember their customization.
I know shit.
But that's for the Red Dead Online. I don't think I played the online version at all.
Online, I remember because I had it for both systems. We definitely played it.
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah. We used to terrorize niggas. Because I saw anybody did online was just get their group of people and just go terrorize random people.
I heard about those. I don't think I might have played maybe once with y'all, but I definitely heard about y'all at Hog Time, somebody or some shit about that. So I do remember that.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Because remember that's when like Red Dead came and went so fast.
So fast.
I wonder why it didn't stick like Grand Theft Auto Online.
Because it's a Western.
But I mean, you could
there's only so much you can. But there's only so much you can put in there, though.
No, because you can do the same. You can do heists. You like to say the reason why the reason why Grand Theft Auto Online kept on going is that outside of just it's Grand Theft Auto Online, they kept on releasing patches for now you got the bank heist, now you got the Cayo Puerto Rico heist, now you got the casino heist, now you got this mission, right? So they kept on adding more and more and more and more and more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Red Dead, like they could have added more, but they didn't.
I mean, they could have added some more heists. I could see some banks and train robberies.
You could have added like taking over towns, you know what I'm saying?
Saloon fights,
yeah. Like it was so
bank vaults. They had those.
They had banks there.
Like I said, the biggest opportunity was the train heist they could have did.
They could have did multiple train heists. Because like I said, you have different.
You got to actually get on the train and fight through the train.
Right, and you have different trains. Remember, there's different trains. If you're a fan of Big Bang Theory, Sheldon put you up on game about how different trains are. There's so much of them, bro. There's so many different trains. Certain trains is easy to hop on.
I think to Bowles' point, it's just they kept Grand Theft going, and to what Bacardi also was saying, somebody was like, it's damn near the same thing. One, I'm on horseback. The other, this is just basically not.
Yeah, I was in the show.
Dr. Dre ain't gonna be in the West, bro.
But you could
in the Wild West.
But
you make him an album.
But then you can get creative. Get Clint Eastwood up in there, like all those like the classic Western people.
You could have did.
You could get creative,
you
bro.
There's crazy.
There's a way that you could have did it.
You could have did like the Hard Day Fall type stuff.
Do you think the niche of old Western is really that big compared to like just
that's
city?
The whole reason why you play Red Dead Redemption, though. Like the whole.
You gotta
because Red Dead Redemption, and that's the case. Then what's the purpose of Red Dead Redemption? It's nothing but Grand Theft Auto.
Well, there's a story to it.
There's a story to Grand Theft Auto.
Well, no, I'm talking about the online version.
The niche of going back outside of the story, just being like.
No, what I'm saying, like, okay, so Grand Theft Auto story, right, and Red Dead Redemption story. It was a purpose because it was like either way it goes, you're like, oh shit, Grand Theft Auto in the Western, right? So Grand Theft Auto online and then a Western online, I feel like it would have still had the same appeal. It would have just been 1 and 2.
I don't know. I mean, I get what you're saying, but I mean that's just. Some people don't like riding horses. You saying I don't like. I ain't gonna hold you.
That was the worst thing about Red Dead Redemption.
There's people in the game who would be like, I don't want to fucking ride a horse every goddamn where.
It's not the fact that you riding a horse. It's the fact that you riding a horse in silence. Because if you think about when you playing Grand Theft Auto, when you going across
I can't
town,
customize my horse.
You playing the music.
I'm supposed to weave on the tail.
But even not the weave, but you're playing music in the game,
horses, like
or you hearing the radio.
I had all black horse.
And that was only won. You know what I mean? Niggas probably had an all black horse
I
too.
know, but still, it was cool. You know?
But in Red Dead Redemption, that travel, it's a travel. Because you like, it's all you hear is just.
I mean, I used to play music.
That's all you hear.
I used to play. So I wasn't as bothered by that. I had my music going. But I do understand what you mean.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's a lot of stuff you gotta kind of like. I agree that the appeal of the game could have been made. You know, they could have put more effort into it. But I just really feel like Grand Theft Auto's appeal just steady.
Of course,
real world. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Like I don't know. That's why I said I feel like that's probably why they didn't. I feel like they should have at least tried. I feel like the Red Dead 2 should have been at least attempts on trying to bring more online in it, but because I don't even think is the servers even still up?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I was just thinking about actually re-downloading it.
Here's what I feel like Grand Theft Auto Online should do. Hopefully with Grand Theft Auto 6 Online, because Grand Theft Auto 5
6 out.
Well, here's the thing, because this is an idea that I just had in general with it, right? Because you got to think, all right, with the created player, there was really no story to your created player on how you got to. You know, to Los Santos, San Andreas, and everything like that, right? So, like, the way that you can actually really, like, continue that online story, because it's all about that mission, and obviously you go to another city. Instead of having us create another one, we should be able to import our character from 5 to 6. But it's like, all right, but I'm actually moving to another city.
Oh, start a new story.
Start a new story, you know what I'm saying? You know, because I think that would be pretty dope, because it's like, here's my fear is Grand Theft Auto 5, it's still top tier online. Like, you don't have to put out Grand Theft Auto 6 online. But obviously, of course, they're going to do it.
I think.
You think 5 is going to evolve into it?
I think just online is just
going to be online.
I think they're going to take off the 5 online. They already, when they talk about it, they already just say GTA Online.
But then what do you do about the new maps? How do you add new maps? Because this new map
it's got to be. It can be an expansion.
Well, here's the thing. Here's why. If the rumor of what we saw is true, then it's easy, because if the rumor that we saw is true, the Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to also still have the Grand Theft Auto 5 map in it, but also with the new map, and so you're gonna have those.
Also, because it's in the same place.
It's supposed to be in. The rumors that it's back to Vice City.
But you know,
you'll
be able to travel back and forth.
But I mean, games do that now.
Yeah, so if that's the case, then in Grand Theft Auto, they dropped the 5 online, just call it Grand Theft. And I think, matter of fact, it may already be just called Grand Theft Auto Online.
That's what I'm saying. I think every time they talk about it now, they just say GTA
so
Online.
If that's the case, then they just add it, because like KO Perico is really technically another map. That's when you do the heist with Dr. Dre, and you got to go to this island and rob everything.
I was gonna say, you can just literally, you make it an expansion, you got to download the extra content. Mm-hmm. Now you got the extra expansion part. Yeah. And it's...
I mean, they're going to make you pay for it, but I get
Of course, of course. Probably going to be, another 50, 60. But now you got this expansion.
And they get in my 50-60. I'm letting y'all know that.
I might join in if they do the 2 maps. I'm try to get into that.
I still ain't playing.
But at that point, it's like...
You got to come up with the fleet, man. Come join the fleet, bro.
you got to have a PlayStation.
Yeah, you got to have a PlayStation.
Come up here and play.
That's pretty much why I don't play none of that shit, fam. I don't know what... That's what they need to do. Grand Theft Auto need to be fucking cross-platform. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Like, if you really want to get everybody on...
I mean, right now, here's the thing, and here's why a lot of our cries of what we want goes unanswered, is because financially they have no reason to make these changes. They're like, y'all want us to go cross platform, but y'all buying it out the ass. So Bold Expression asked a dope question though. Like, and I mean, I feel like a lot of people ask this question a lot, but like, what city would you like to see GTA mimic next? Because like so far they've only done New York, Cali, and Miami.
I was gonna say Chicago, Detroit. Like I would definitely like to see a more grimier looking.
A Midwestern city.
Yeah.
Ooh, Chicago. Yeah, Chicago would be fire. Oh yeah, they did London. I think they did one of those.
Did they do London?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did London.
It was literally called like GTA UK or something like that.
Yeah, because remember they
top down one.
Yeah. Well, and also they did a lot of those handheld ones. I forgot.
Oh yeah.
Some of them. But I think Chicago and Detroit, they might be the only other ones. Because
fuck it, Baltimore.
Vegas. Well,
Vegas. Vegas. They kind of did it.
They kind of did it. Yeah.
They threw it into the San Andreas.
They did.
Oh, did they? Yeah.
Ain't that what?
Yeah, it is.
I forgot what it's called.
Yep. The city.
Yeah, and
I forgot what the city's called, but like what they did, because remember, GTA San Andreas had a huge map. Like they did like Cali, they did Vegas, they did bits of Arizona.
I mean, I wouldn't mind like a GTA like that.
You know, we have to go more international.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Tokyo or Japan. I would.
Yeah,
like I can see like.
I think they did a Tokyo. No,
I don't.
That was it was the Japanese crime mob in New York. So it wasn't actually a Tokyo, but yeah, like, you know, I would even like to see, you know what I'm saying, like a Grand Theft Auto, like you go to like, you know, Colombia, Brazil, like something like just get really in there.
Narco style.
Yeah, narco style. Oh, that'd be fire.
That'd be interesting. I'd fuck with it. I'd buy it.
Yeah. But I did want to talk, you know what I'm saying, give some salutes and hats off to Brandon McKnight, you know what I'm saying, Danny Nicolay, Grant Gustin, Candace Patton, like the Flash has wrapped up, man. And
it's done now.
It's done.
That's the end of the Arrowverse.
End of the Arrowverse and everything. And, you know, granted, this last season was a lot. It was doing a whole lot. I get it. This was their, you know, farewell tour and everything. But in totality, you know, when I look at the Flash and I think about even what the Arrowverse gave us, bro, like they gave us the live action versions of a lot of characters. They gave a lot of diversity. Flash had probably the most diverse cast out of the Arrowverse. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, Grant Gustin, like I said, right now, that's my Barry Allen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that, you know what I'm saying? That's my Barry Allen. Candace Patton is my Iris West. It's going to be hard to fill those shoes. I feel like just that, you know, they captured what Barry and Iris really is. And like I said, things worked, things didn't. And, you know, they showed us live action versions of all these speedsters, the Flash characters and everything like that. I thought that was dope. At the end of this show, like I said, all the ones that they didn't make on the screen, they at least, like, they just gave a face to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Barry, he shared his speed force. He was like, you know.
Oh, that's how he did it?
So, yeah. So, spoiler alert. Barry, he realizes that he can't be the Flash to save everything. And that instead of gatekeeping or people just only being chosen to have the Speed Force, he was like, I need to share my Speed Force. And he's now like one with the Speed Force. He's the Speed Force guy, avatar. So it's like, I'm going to be the one who helps choose the next speedsters. And he throws it in the air and it randomly selects, and then the characters, when I looked it up, it's the Flash that is in like kind of like Spider-Verse, where it's like there's different location ones. It's the Flash. One of them is it's in like Japan. One of them's in like Brazil. So it's like you just see it. Like,
okay.
So that's dope.
Yeah. So it's like it was just really dope. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the Flash they have some goated seasons. They have some seasons. But Arrowverse, like that's all Arrowverse.
Yeah,
you know
I
what I'm
was gonna
saying?
say that's the epitome of the Arrowverse. It had some spectacular highs.
Some spectacular highs, and then had some lows of the lows.
Spectacular highs, those lows.
Yeah,
those lows.
Yeah, like Jorpson said, like that, like those first 3 seasons, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Harrison Wells, or I mean, I forgot the actor's name, but that is my, like, it's going to be hard to find another Reverse Flash. He did it so well.
Yeah, I mean, I did enjoy him a little bit.
He did it so well. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, salute to everybody over there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had a hell of a run, and you know what I'm saying?
9 seasons, 10 years.
9 seasons, 10 years, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I hit up Brandon McKnight, you know what I'm saying, giving him his flowers and everything, and he was, you know, I mean, it was chopping it up. And he was like, you know, it's bittersweet, but he was like, but when I have these moments of looking back on what we done, and then also he was like, you know, hearing the culture, hearing y'all, you know, proud and appreciative of what we did, you know, that's what helps him keep going and everything like that. So I'm like, yo, it's just dope, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. But then now it's like, okay, what we going to do with TV world now?
Yeah.
Because, like, TV has really jumped down.
Yeah, that shit finna go to streaming world.
Basically,
like, you know,
the only thing that really, right now, I think is still up in the air, and it doesn't even sound good for the Superman and Lois.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing that again?
Oh,
So season 3 just ended.
Yeah.
Season 4, last I had heard, I think it was a Variety article, CW didn't have it on their fall lineup.
Yeah.
You know, they're starting to release some of those.
It's going to eat. So right now, the only 2 ones that's left is Gotham Knights, which I'm
That's right, I
surprised
forgot
they
about Gotham Knights. That's the other
I
one.
thought that got canceled.
No.
It got revived.
No, it never got canceled.
But remember our guy?
It is out.
Yeah.
It's
out. That's what it is.
Bro,
Yeah.
and bro, when you see, listen,
Because I think somebody told me. I think
listen,
someone
bro is
actually talked to
Castiel.
me
No matter
about
what, bro is Castiel.
like that show.
And when you see how they did the Two-Face reveal of him, like I said, get my guy off this show, please. Get Castiel off this show.
Yeah,
please get him off this show.
I think Superman and Lois also like what Bo is saying. It might go to Max. it might also just fade away. You got to figure how much longer really are we gonna have Superman and Lois, knowing that Superman Legacy is coming out 2025, and James Gunn already said that he want all of his worlds to intertwine.
Yeah,
Games,
see, that's why I said
animation, movies.
I'm okay with it all stopping.
And TV.
And
Games, animations, and the movies.
He said all of
I
it.
feel like James Gunn is doing. I feel like he's overreaching.
Marvel doing it? Why can't
The
they?
games aren't intertwined. Yeah, the games aren't intertwined. I feel like he's overreaching.
I'm just saying what he said.
Start
So,
somewhere, nigga. You know what
well,
I'm saying? Not everywhere.
Superman.
But
is
I'm
gonna
saying
be-
that Castiel, bro.
Like
That Castiel.
intertwine the movies and the goddamn shows first. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's why you
Well,
have
that's
to
why I
end the
said
show.
you got to end everything, so that way James Gunn can start and build it.
And yeah,
was what I'm saying. I'm okay
it's not
with
like
that.
he's saying they finna all come out
At the same time.
Like Superman ain't finna come out with a show, movie, TV show, and game all within months of each other. He just letting you know if the Superman that you see in Legacy, if a Superman or a Justice League game come out, 10 months down the road, that Superman, you don't gotta worry about, I wonder who voiced the Superman, because nigga, you saw him.
So he really giving everybody work. He's like, nigga, ain't nobody else gonna be you but you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what he kind of want to do, because you got to think, when you do get somebody who is good at the roles, like, okay, can we utilize this person if in the games and the stuff, that's kind of like how, Hamill became like Monolith as the Joker. It's just like
He was everywhere.
He was everywhere with the
Kevin
Kevin
live action.
Yep, Kevin Conroy, you know what I'm saying? Like we when we finally got him, we was like, nigga, we been wanting him to at least take on the mantle in real life, because he's been the voice for the cartoon and the game.
Yeah.
So it's like there's a way that you can do it, and we see Marvel backtracking. Marvel, they started when the movies, and then now they started, okay, now the comic book character looks like this person, or now in the animated show.
I don't think it's gonna go as far as the comics are gonna look like them.
But I'm saying we've seen
Nick
companies
Fury
do
looks
that.
like
Yeah, Nick Fury did, but that was also before he was cast as Nick Fury.
Was it?
Ultimate Nick Fury, I forgot. It
Yeah,
was.
the creator is also the creator of the comic is a fan of Samuel L. Jackson, and he said when he did the reimagination, he said he just thought it would be cool if Samuel L. Jackson.
He definitely saw Shaft.
I think it might have been before Shaft.
Was it?
Let me see what Ultimate Nick Fury.
This nigga, he was not. No, he was definitely Shaft first. Cause when I actually went on Halloween out as Nick Fury, and everybody called me Shaft, and I was mad as a bitch. Cause I'm like, nigga, y'all have watched Avengers, nigga. Like,
Ultimate Nick Fury's first appearance was April 2001. Yeah, I think Shaft might have came out.
I remember, I think I was in a costume contest, man, at a bar. My guy was like, "Oh, no, that's it, bro. These niggas is not about to call me Shaft, bro." And then I went up there, and I'm looking at this nigga as he's going down the line. He was like,
Right, the year
Shaft?
before.
With an eye patch? Shaft with an eye patch, man.
And Shaft got into a fight.
Like, I was so fucking mad.
Yeah, so Shaft came out 2000. I knew Shaft was like 01, 2000 or 01.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was during that era.
So it was right around the same time. So you might have been right. He probably did see it. They hit him up like, hey, you got to do the reimagining for Nick Fury. Bro, I just watched Shaft. I got it.
I got it.
I just watched Shaft,
bro.
I just watched Shaft. I got this, bro.
Nigga said, he looked like fucking, like, that's funny that Nick Fury is just Shaft.
So, Diz, what was your topic that you wanted to bring good?
So I was scrolling through Facebook.
Okay.
Or not Facebook, I was on Twitter with it. Let me go ahead and I bookmarked it.
Bookmarked it.
This is a serious thing?
It's not that serious. I just think it's a great topic. I was also very high. Very high.
Did you double check what you bookmarked by this?
Yeah, I looked. Damn, I bookmark a lot of random stuff.
Well, why are you doing
Here it is, right here. What is the greatest song from a movie ever? Now that can be. So we're talking. It could be like literally in the movie, not necessarily on the soundtrack. So things like I think it's easy. Kiss from a Rose.
You irritated.
Very easy. Very close runner-up. Gangsta's Paradise. Very close second runner-up. But think about movies like that showed up inside the movie. Like I'm not talking about like soundtrack songs. So like, I'm also discounting Purple Rain because that was made literally for the movie. That's cheating.
That's cheating.
That's cheating.
I ain't gonna hold you. It may be that Belly intro, bro. The way that came on. That Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah,
and
it's just the lights.
It's just walking in there. However do you want it?
That's fair.
That's mine.
That's fair. but I think that song came out before the movie.
Oh, so it had to be in tangent with the movie?
Because you got to think, like,
Ooh,
Kids from a Rose showed up in this movie. Same for Gangsta's Paradise. Remember that music video?
Okay, then you know what?
Hold on, okay. So it's a movie, it's a song.
That's basically ubiquitous with the movie. Like, you know that.
Fat Boys Freddy. The Freddy song with Fat Boys. That is actually one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
And I just, because you even put me back in this memory lane, I gotta listen to that video again. I gotta watch that video again.
Now this is before our time, so I don't know.
Can I say the Ghostbusters song?
Oh,
that's the song that.
yes,
Yeah.
Bobby
Ray
Brown.
Parker.
Oh,
No,
yes.
I was talking about the Ray Parker too. I was talking about the classic.
Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown
So-
on the Ghostbusters soundtrack.
So
That
some of the
was-
ones that some of the people on Twitter, they had Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go. They had that.
Ooh, that's up there. That's up there.
They had the Maya and Blackstreet song "Take Me There" from the Rugrats. That song was fire.
From Rugrats? What the fuck wrong with you, boy?
Whoa, that song was fire.
That was enough for me.
That song
That was
was
enough for me.
fire.
Take it down,
That
bro.
song was fire.
You sure you going
That's enough
crazy?
for me. Nah, mine's is definitely Bobby Brown on our own.
Of course, a lot of people put the Celine Dion song. That that was very much Titanic.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
I Will Always Love You was on the list. People were throwing that out there.
The one I was gonna ask about, because it's definitely way before our time, but was the song in Breaking, did that come out with Breaking or was that before Breaking? The broom dance.
I don't remember. It was a song. I thought the nigga was just dancing to a beat.
No, it was. It's a song. It's a breakbeat song though. It's a
Right,
song.
but I'm like, I don't remember hearing the words. I thought the nigga was just dancing to the music. That's what I can't remember if the music was, because that's what I thought it was just music. I don't know if it was actually a song, like instrumental or something.
Well, the reason why I call it songs because like if you go to a break-in, like if they're in that moment, like that they gonna drop that and everybody gonna get there.
They're gonna start going crazy.
It was crazy. I didn't see as much Disney as I thought I would.
Oh
I thought Disney Nostalgia was gonna have people
Born
in
to
the
be a
chokehold with
king,
it.
maybe up.
Like,
Hakuna Matata up there.
Hakuna Matata is definitely one of them up there.
Like,
but I mean, I think
Eye to Eye. I thought that was gonna be.
Eye to Eye
I
is
thought
my
that
shit.
was going to be
Eye
all
to
throughout
Eye.
this.
Eye to Eye would have. Eye to
Absolutely.
Eye didn't even eat that. Oh yeah, Eye to Eye should have been.
I'm still going with Bobby Brown.
Telling you.
I'm going. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm still going to Freddie. The fat. And that's what. But no, because you said it had to appear in the movie, didn't it? And I don't think that.
I thought it did.
I don't know. I don't think it did. I think that actually was the sign, because that was when Freddie was going on this hype shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Really, so
Be
that
a
wouldn't
Man
count.
Mulan is a hard
But-
one.
That's a tough
That's
one.
a hard one too.
Who?
Be a Man in Mulan.
Oh yeah.
I'll
yeah.
make a man of you.
Yeah. So no, yeah, I can't. So I couldn't use Ghost. I couldn't use the Freddie. I think that was actually for whatchamacallit. I think they actually
More
did.
stuff needs to do, because what also would have led me, because a lot of times when people was replying, they had a music video. More songs need to go back to that, put in the actual parts of the movie in the video.
They don't do that no more. They don't do that no more.
Was real life Coolio rapping
Hey, listen
across
here.
from the lady.
We talking.
And
Hey,
he just going. I'm like, yo, this is unhinged.
hey, we talked about it before. Listen here. Nothing beats Diddy facing off with
That's
Godzilla
also
in New
fair.
York.
That was that it? Godzilla?
That was Godzilla 2000.
Was the song in Godzilla?
Yes,
though?
it was.
And it had.
No, I think it ended. I think it went out at the end.
I was gonna say, you're not putting Godzilla in your music videos. You're not in the movie.
I feel like he was credited.
The
might have been
fact that
credits.
Diddy was face to face with Godzilla.
What else
dog.
And I can imagine Diddy
Diddy
in
a goat for that.
the video
about
editing
this
room. Like, I need to be closer to Godzilla ain't supposed to do nothing to me, nigga. Like, y'all better make like.
Yeah, I Will Always Love You. That's obviously a classic.
Mad because Godzilla messed up his concert. Dog.
But like,
that's the most Diddyest thing ever, dog.
we talked about Kiss from a Rose. Fam's by the bat signal, terrorizing Gotham.
But it's Kissing Around.
I'm gonna say one that y'all.
It's in the movie.
I'm gonna say
It
one
is
that
in
you
the
gonna hate and that you probably not gonna respect. But I'm gonna say one that you gonna hate and you not gonna respect.
Okay.
Ja Rule, How Many Wanna Ride? Fast and Furious. The very, very first one. That How Many Wanna Ride with Me? That was I'ma ride to the end of the road. No, that video and that song went crazy. Crazy.
You
Yo, yo.
Crazy. Go back and look
Yeah, I
at
don't know
it.
what you
When
the energy you gave me is
Listen,
disgusting.
when
because
you listen to it, trust me, go back. I want to play it, but I don't want it to be demonetized.
I want to do one of these for the Patreon, so that way we can just go through and just talk about. Because dog, it took me down a rabbit hole. Movie soundtracks were fire. Fire. Like, I got a whole playlist now.
I gotta really think about some more shit now.
That's my underdog. Ja Rule, How Many Want to Ride, Fast and Furious 1 soundtrack. That is my. Hey, listen here. For those watching, just look it up. Watch the video too. Ja Rule in there. Like, this would be.
Yeah, remember Ja Rule was in the first. Wasn't he in the first Fast and
Furious?
Right?
He was. He got replaced by Ludacris.
Crazy.
He pulled a Terrence Howard. That's what.
Ja Rule.
He was in the very first Fast and Furious, and then he pulled a Terrence Howard, and he wanted to
I didn't know that was why he got. I just knew he didn't show up anymore.
He said, "I should be getting paid just as much as Paul Walker."
I don't even remember the nigga in the first Fast and Furious.
He lost his car, remember? And then the girl, I forgot the girl. She was like, "Look, if you win, I'll sleep with you, and if you lose, I won't." And it was his girl. So then Paul Walker beat him, and he's like, "Baby."
It get pulled up a lot on Twitter when niggas are slandering Ja Rule. It's a very key slander Ja Rule moment.
I do not. Jaw said, "Get another bald head nigga. Get this nigga out of here, man."
And he said, "No, Lucas wasn't bald at the time."
He wasn't.
Oh no, he wasn't bald. Hard place.
Monica, that's what it was. Monica. There you go. See Warren, remember?
It was bad.
I did not even know. Cause that's what's funny. Cause I was like, cause you know, since they talk about, like, I've seen the Ludacris interview where he's talking about. He's like, yeah, I got Ja Rule sloppy seconds is the best thing there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I thought the way he was describing it to me, like when I was reading the interview, I thought he was saying like Ja Rule also auditioned for the part in part 2.
No.
He was like,
Fast and Furious was on thin ice from day one with me.
Fast and Furious 1 was good.
Day one, it was on ice.
Fast and Furious 1 was good.
Wait,
did you like Biker Boys?
No, that was awful too.
The black version one?
Yeah.
Hell
what?
no.
During that time, Gone in 60 Seconds, Fast and Furious, and Biker Boys was
Gone in 60 Seconds was the best of all three of those.
Gone in 60 Seconds was literally the best.
Easily the best of all three of those.
Gone in 60 Seconds was literally the best of all.
Biker Boys, I watched it like, they better not come out another one of these. This better be one of them.
Biker Boys was BET to the fucking dog. BET, nigga. Like,
that was they better not watching this.
Y'all wasn't here for Lawrence Fishburne. Teaching you how to be a man.
I'm like, bro.
And then after the first Fast and the Furious, I was like, all right, I'll watch the second one. Then part 2, I was like, I guess it's cool. Then three had Bow Wow. And I was like,
I was out with Bow Wow.
We in Tokyo, we drifting now.
Because Fast and Furious 1 and 2 was still about car racing.
Three was about car racing because you was just Japanese car racing. Everything was about it. That's why it was called Tokyo Drift. Yeah, that was the code move.
The drift was the new thing.
When they made it, the whole thing was, bro, he just did this cold drift. I was like, I'm out.
So here's the thing. You need to be on Bow Wow's side because you want Fast and Furious franchise to end. And so and a lot of people jumped off with Bow Wow. So they need to bring back Bow Wow's character, make him evil.
I don't need Shaq saying nothing on the internet.
Make him evil.
Don't get this nigga ideas.
Bring back Bow Wow to the Fast franchise. Make him evil.
We didn't ever talk about Kev tweet though about the when did it turn ridiculous for y'all? Because even I ain't watched it.
I don't know.
They were still
nobody knows.
The perfect moment somebody put it up. It was, I think they said it was 5. What's Vin Diesel? What's his wife's name in the movie?
Who, Letty?
Letty. Okay, I can remember the character name. That's
you gotta remember at least Dom and Letty, dog. It's Letty, dog.
But no, I guess she was like in a hostage scene. She got thrown from one side of the freeway to the other. And there, mind you, these are 2 separate bridges, so there's water between them.
Oh yeah, I remember that
one.
And
then the high rise on the freeway.
I don't think that was 5. I think that was.
That was after
it wasn't
3.
It was after
4
or 5.
Okay, maybe so.
5 might have been when they was really turning it up though.
So she's flying from across the other side, having to go 3 lanes there, a bridge of water over like 2 more lanes. He catches her midair. They go and land on the car. The window is smashed. They get up and go, that was a close one. I left the theater if I was there. Bro, I would have been gone.
No, the funniest clip I saw, bro. This is the funniest one. So Dom he's on top of a car And
that one was ridiculous
and
too.
for whatever reason, these two cars, and they come up and smash it, like they sandwich him. But he does something and stops the cars and survives and jumps out. And same thing.
I saw one. The nigga was about to fight, so they boxing. He getting ready. He go, huh. The fucking ground collapsed. I was like, this nigga is an earthbender.
Or the one, or when The Rock just broke his arm.
That
Fresh
was
cash.
ridiculous.
And he said, busted out the cash.
I didn't like.
Bro, he literally said, Daddy's coming.
Daddy's
coming.
Like, dog, you watch, like, you could, like, it's the writer's room for Fast and Furious has to be balls to the wall,
it's gotta be so much fun.
It has to be balls to the wall.
It's gotta be the most fun ever.
It really has to be like, all right, bro, we gon' shoot this car out of the airplane in the air. What all can we do on the way down? You know what I'm saying? Like, what all can we? Like, I feel like they start the movie with putting cars in situations first,
Bro.
yeah. And then they build the story out of that.
I just want to know, like, again, when like to Kev's tweet's point, and even just in that writer's room, the first time, like, who was the first person to pitch the outrageous? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, at some point, like, you got the cars, and it's like, you got the car, so it's like, okay, this car jumped, and, you know, it's jumping some cars. All right, that's normal. Yeah. It can happen and everything like that. But when did you say, all right, we're going to drive this car through 4 skyscrapers falling?
Yeah.
And you can just accelerate through them. Like, who was the one that said, like,
I mean, if you really think about the fact that this nigga's name is Vin Diesel, it's a whole fucking racing franchise he's got, like, fam, and you gotta think, well, people don't really, I think people forget that Diesel, like, Vin Diesel's run throughout the Fast and Furious franchise was him being a fucking superhero, like Pitch Black. What the fuck else did he do? He did he was doing a whole bunch of.
Triple X. They ain't superhero.
Have you not watched that? And they made Ice Cube a superhero. They was literally doing the same thing you seen in Fast and Furious.
They
jumping out of
They was.
They was wild.
So that's what I said. I feel like Vin, because he was doing all that shit. By 5, he was like, we could bring that shit to here too. Like, we can do that shit here.
Hey, hear me out.
Hear me out.
Like,
hear me out.
I can sell it. Trust me.
The Rock was pushing a missile in it. Like,
but here's the thing.
That's what happened. Vin and The Rock was sitting out at a bar one day. And he was like, you know, if you put me in your movie, I have to be damn near as strong as your ass is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't have me weak, bro. You out here, he knew, Rock knew, like, nigga, you out here grabbing helicopters and I got to do the same shit.
But it's funny because all the things that The Rock do, I'm okay with The Rock doing it. I'm like, I'll believe that. It's everybody else that I'm like, come on now. Like I said, like,
it's so funny. You know what it reminds me of?
Watching Ludacris drove in space, dog.
And they accelerated, and the car won't move.
Like watching Fast and Furious, bro.
I'm about to watch them all.
Oh my God.
I'm about to watch them all. I got to.
You just suddenly saying that he accelerated and saying the car moved.
It did.
It freaked me the fuck out.
It was so.
And then the baby started a random question like, why the car gonna move in space? Like, hit the gas. And the nigga is like, okay.
Like, they hit the gas and the car moved, G. Like, bro, like, it's just, like, it's so wild, bro. But then again, here's the thing. If I'm not mistaken, Ludacris' character was a mechanic.
He was.
He was a mechanic, yeah.
So I need to hear the explanation on how
Somebody
he became
told me.
this astrochemist. Like,
somebody was like, bro, he was working on the computer stuff with it. And it was so, he was like, when he was a mechanic working on the computer stuff in the car. And they were so serious. I was like, you got it. You got it. But they were so serious that explained it. And I was just like, all right.
Bro, dog, like, the Fast franchise is literally a fucking video game, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's a video game. Like, it's like Metal Gear Solid. Like, the most random, bizarre characters that do some of the most outlet. Like, man, if you play story games of Metal Gear Solid, them fights and boss fights are amazingly wild.
They are.
Like, I can give, other than it not being no cars, because for one, there ain't a game that's a car game that's just be up balls to the wall. Like
Twisted Metal.
I mean, that's fighting. I'm talking about
that's
like in a fast kind of work, like
just generally racing,
I think
jumping shit with your car.
Like, I think anything that would be close to it, I think would have been a game that came out a long time ago. I think it was called like Getaway or something like that.
Oh,
like a Getaway driver.
Burnout Revenge was kind of, that was all about you got to destroy.
Was it?
Yeah,
I never played any of the Burnout.
Burnout Revenge.
Burnout was one of my. I forgot.
Revenge was the one where you can destroy the cars.
I'm not big on racing games.
Yeah, Burnout's where you like the only racing games I enjoyed were the racing games that pretty much had some kind of way where you can still like damage cars.
Yeah,
like I didn't want to.
Metal Gear Revengeance. That somebody said.
Revengeance. I said that's what it could be. Definitely, probably did. Like, bro, yeah, like. But no, yeah, I know. I forgot. That's what I'm saying. It's the only racing games I would play is if like a Mario Kart. If I can hit you power, I can destroy the car.
But
like,
you know,
I play that.
Well, wait, but they have a Fast and Furious game, don't they? So
Yeah,
maybe on that game you're doing the crazy shit that you're talking
And
about.
it might be like that would be wild.
I ain't played it.
Because it's ugly as a bitch.
Of course it
like,
is.
I think it came out on 360.
Vin Diesel pitching a new one.
He pitched a new game.
He pitching
sure he
everything.
is.
He
He
said
said he wanted spinoffs. He said this is gonna be the fast verse.
Yeah, he been said the
Fast
fast
verse.
verse. Yeah, because remember he got the
They already
spinoff.
got the one spinoff.
He got the spinoff with the girls.
No, that's the one he's pitching
That's the
now.
one he's pitching.
And they already had Hobbs and Shaw.
Hobbs and Shaw, right? And
He's
then
trying to do
remember
it.
this movie is a trilogy.
trilogy. You know,
I forgot Hobbs and Shaw was pretty much part of that.
Yeah.
so you know they trying to go crazy.
Dude in the room going like, man, we
Bro,
about to eat for
did you
life.
see
It
Ludacris?
made
Did you see
300 mil last week.
Bro, did you see Ludacris on Above the Smoke?
no.
Yeah,
All the
that's what
smoke?
I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I was watching them
all
on.
the smoke. That's what he said. He was like, they asked him, they're like, why you keep doing it? He said, why wouldn't we?
Yeah, they made
Say, you know how much
$1
money we make off of these motherfuckers? Shit, like, no.
Ain't doing nothing but CGI ass car stunts, fam. Like that's all they
And people
doing.
eating it up. I mean, ain't more power to them. They just ridiculous.
They ridiculous.
I feel like they have their own play. What's really crazy though is I feel like we don't have nothing. We don't have nothing like that though. Like Fast franchise in its own world.
Right.
Like over the top
Oh,
racing.
yeah.
Over the top racing fight
Well,
with the
shit.
action. Like
That's
there's nothing made like that.
That's why I got so much patience with the Powerverse. I tell people all the time, I'm like, bro, if you accept the Fast and Furious universe, like then you can't say shit about the Powerverse because it's just all it is superhero thug niggas. It's superhero drug dealers. Because bro, Power Book 2 did
That
just
description was a lot.
because it is. No, let me tell you
It's
this.
stressing
Let
me
me
out.
tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because I think most of everybody at least watched Power, right? And then you jumped off
First
like,
season,
right, Power, right? So you have
I watched a
Ghost,
couple more.
right? Ghost was the main character. So now his son Tariq has been the main character of the top niggas, right?
Mm-hmm.
This nigga is in college. Had a criminal empire. I'm talking about a drug empire. And I'm like, okay, you know, that's not that crazy because, you know, saying college students, we see collegemen, right? But this is where it got. He had NYPD, the feds, and FBI all on him trying to build a RICO case. And he outsmart all of them where niggas die, people lost their job, the case get thrown out, he gets exonerated. Now he's back and he's freely, right? So then the way that this one ended, he the new plug, overseas plug. Not only does he get the drop on them to trick the overseas plug, he's tricking every other main drug dealer in the city. And then he was beefing with Tommy, you know what I'm saying? And his mom was
Are you giving me the whole synopsis of Power?
You ain't about to watch it?
I've watched some of it. I don't need to know.
But I need to talk about Tariq. No, I'm talking about Tariq and what he just pulled off.
This all from just from his show.
This is from his show.
Like I've got like so I've watched Ghost.
Yeah.
Like I didn't watch after that. Like I watched up to Ghost died or been gone.
So I'm talking about Tariq is far more superhero drug dealer than Ghost. He is doing everything that Ghost wanted to do, but better and more. And he's still doing this while keeping straight A's in college.
This a lot.
See, the reason
Superhero drug dealer shit.
The reason Ghost lost me, and that's why I never went into because he did all of that shit, superhero shit over a bitch.
Yeah.
That I like to really over a fan girl. Nigga, like I was like, bro.
This was the other thing that was messed up with
Superhero drug dealer shit.
with all this fast stuff. Did y'all see Michelle Rodriguez, her comments? Talking about Marvel movies are ridiculous now. Bro, I'd have been followed. I'd have had it like, who's it? I know that ain't what
Right, that head pop up in the crowd in the back.
Been that Kobe meme.
Like,
I
yeah.
know that ain't.
But I mean, the timeline interrupt. Everybody pointed it out, and I believe she knew it because it's like it's the pop calling the pedal back.
I gotta hype up my stuff.
You know what I'm saying?
It was a weird troll.
It was a real troll.
Flex. It was a really weird flex.
Yep. So before, like, say what y'all want to do before recommendations and after recommendations.
No, I think we should do. We should probably do it after recommendations.
After recommendations?
Yeah, I feel like we should.
Okay.
You think so?
It's fine.
Yeah, well, then let's get into recommendations then. So
Okay.
I'll go first. I want to give a shout out to Cheyenne the Geek, man. She has a show that she's coming out with her, Zeno Robinson, and it's pretty much a workplace comedy around a comic book shop. Let me see. Let me go to her page so I can. Do you remember the name?
Ooh, no.
Hold on, let me get the name. But the thing that I'm loving right now is there's a lot of blurs
I
that
thought
are
it was
putting
a
out.
proof of concept trailer though.
She said it's coming out.
Okay.
Yeah, she's just working on it. Yep. So yeah, it's called The Comic Shop. It's coming out. You know what I'm saying? That she's, like I said, you got just follow her, Cheyenne the Geek, on Twitter and all her pages. But like I said, you got Childish Gambino. I mean, Childish Game Zemo. That's Zeno Robinson. That's his at name. Yeah, Zeno Robinson. You got Cheyenne the Geek and you got Sinead Cole in it. And like, it's really dope to see blurred creators come up and, you know what I'm saying, put proof of concept out, put something out.
You can see.
Oh, we got to listen.
Yeah.
We'll move them around. But yeah, man, like, so I just want to give her some love to her comic. The trailer looks amazing. It looks hilarious. It has, you know, like the kind of like the Office feel. But when I was telling Didge, I was like, you know, I was a fan of Awkward Black Girl. Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it's giving me that, like the early starts, I can see this something that can grow, and I can see a network really picking it up. And what's dope about it is this is around blurs in a comic book shop. So meaning that it's one of those things where it's like it can give a lot of blurs a lot of opportunity to be on to do stuff. So you know what I'm saying?
That's gonna be a very funny show. You can already tell.
Yeah. So like, I want to give her a shout out.
I hope it gets picked up somewhere where the majority of eyes can see it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my recommendation.
I'll go next. I'm gonna recommend Housing Complex C. It was a miniseries.
What's it called?
Housing Complex C. It was on Adult Swim. So I watched it on Max. It's on there. It's really literally the gist of it. It's like I said, it's 4 episodes, and weird shit starts happening in this complex. And the main character, her name's Kim. It all seems to sort of center around her, and you sort of get the gist that this ain't the first time that like some weird shit has happened around her. So, you know, nice little quick horror thing to watch. I think each episode are like 25 minutes.
Okay.
I think it was supposed to be a movie that they just
broke
sort of
it
cut
up.
to. So, but yeah, it's quick, easy watch. Definitely worth watching.
Mine gonna be the anime I started watching, Tiger Mask.
Oh, yeah.
Mask W.
Yeah.
I saw it's on Crunchyroll. Like I said, I'm not saying I'm not a fan of wrestling, but I haven't watched. I didn't even know there really was a wrestling anime. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would figure there would be because it's
Right.
animes. But I just happened to I don't even know how I came across it. I was having a moment of just kind of like binging. I was caught up on all my anime, so I was like, I'm going to just start add to watch list a whole bunch of new animes. And Tiger Mask is cold because you think it's a luchador, and there might be more. There's definitely other kind of wrestlers in there, but it has its own kind of story, pretty much of like. Two brothers that their parents, his dad died, their dad died, and the two brothers decide to find their own ways to kind of like get revenge. So like the one brother pretty much becomes part of the evil organization that killed his father, and then the other brother is like, you know, alone traveling, and you know what I'm saying? So, but they both pretty much wear tiger masks, but the dude who isn't part of the evil organization, I guess, has like he claimed his name as like a famous Tiger Mask person now or whatever. So it's like now it's like they trying to beat this nigga ass. And he really beating everybody ass though. So he frustrated everybody.
So he really giving them the fist.
But it's funny though because it's like I enjoy watching this so much more because, you know, we know that you know, real life wrestling, you know what I'm saying, it's definitely really all technical and, you know, put together or whatever. But so you can just see it drawn and you can see somebody like dude, like the dirty dude slashing this nigga chest, so blood going everywhere. And it's like, bro, it's like I can get with this because it's like,
it got those fantastical elements.
Yeah, because it's like this thing, like dude did the claw on dude, and you got the eyes getting big and blood come. I'm like, bro, this nigga is a menace. Like,
I'm gonna have to check it out. I forgot about Ultimate Muscle. That was definitely another wrestling anime.
I ain't never heard of Ultimate Muscle.
It came out like mid 2000s, I think.
Really?
Definitely remember being younger watching it.
You said Ultimate Wrestling?
Muscle.
Muscle?
But that one was good too. I'm definitely gonna have to watch this one.
Yeah, I'm looking with this one.
So and that's the one that you were saying that you want to do some stuff with
Yeah, with NWO. I mean, I figured I had tagged Doug and told him to look, saying if he had checked it out. But I think it's definitely something that even if we was doing like a review or rewind show or whatever.
You don't remember this one?
Hell no. But wasn't them like action figures or like toys?
They had a game too, but it was anime. It was anime first.
Really?
Yeah, it had a game and everything, all of that. Ultimate Muscle was great.
A game like in the States?
Yeah, it was on GameCube. I had the game.
What? Why don't I? Yeah, I definitely don't remember this game. Like, I ain't never heard of that game.
This how the game looked.
Like the dude, he looks familiar. But I don't remember, I don't remember watching that or nothing.
That's fair.
All right, so I guess what y'all ready to get this popping?
Sure. Well, we finna do our.
Yeah, we're going. So for those of you just listening, if you're just tapping in, put the hashtag 414 in the comments. Big Sis Chris, our moderator, has been taking down names throughout the pod.
Remember, you gotta be from Milwaukee.
You gotta be from Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? So we can give out. We're giving out some tickets to come see the Flash early with us, June 7th at Mayfair. Man, I'm excited again. Super excited about this. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take those names, we're going to put it in a randomizer, and we're choosing 5 names.
Is it 5?
Five names, and these are going to be plus ones. So we're going to give it a few to allow just to make sure that everybody who wants to be in this to have to throw the 414 in the hashtags.
In the meantime, let me see if I got another random Twitter question that I bookmarked.
If I'm not mistaken, then Big Sis Chris, I'm just DM me the names once we close it out.
I did not.
What up, Big Sis Chris? I didn't even see her on there.
Oh, she's in there. She said
in there. She said what's up and stuff.
She said
I can't see
she's
her.
running around doing stuff. So, but she'd been popping in.
Dude got one I saved. I think I just saved. Sometimes I just be chilling, I be high.
Getting high, just like this is a quick question.
This is interesting. So while we waiting,
you got 2 pairs. You okay?
No, I found this one's going out. This one's going out. So.
But what's your favorite use of a sample or interpolation in a song?
What's my favorite use of it?
Yeah.
It's Through the Wire for me.
Really?
Through the Wire is literally my favorite.
Ooh.
Oh, it's just GeeksetPodcast.
Ooh.
For me, it's PYT Good Life, because of the small part of PYT that it took.
Oh, you know what? I take it back. Mine's is Girls remix.
That's a good one.
I'm not a one girl guy. When that hit and the way that beat dropped, yeah.
But like the
Girls
remix.
remix.
The Good Life, because think about that. That sample is crazy. And then when you hear the part that's actually used, it's insane. So like that one's really good. What Timbaland sample is it that's super fire?
Kanye has so many. Like Through the Wire is one of my favorites. No, he got. I can't think of. It ain't even one of his songs that he did for somebody else.
Oh crap!
Oh shit! Nigga, Slow Jams.
Slow Jams, that's a fire one.
Slow Jams, definitely up there. Because it's the arrangements. It's the arrangements, because that's not just the sample. He literally dissected that sample, put it different ways, and that arrangement.
Like when I was
Otis is a good one.
Otis is a very good one.
Like
Are You That Somebody was a really good sample, because
it was.
I saw recently how it was chopped, and that was amazing.
I can see that.
While we still thinking about it, Big Sis Chris, you can go ahead and DM me those names, and I'll throw it put it in the randomizer.
Are you doing it?
I'm trying to think what else. There's so many.
Yeah, so many samples. I'm trying to, because even Oh Boy.
Oh Boy was a great sample.
Oh Boy was.
That's what I'm saying.
That was Heatmakers, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Like they had a run.
They had a run.
They had they had a fucking run. That's what I'm saying. Like when you think about samples, like you pretty much talking about sample songs. Like it's too many of them. Like I'm a huge fan of sample music.
Oh yeah, me too. I love that. That was my favorite era right now.
That was why I wanted
that was my era.
But
I was chopping up some shit back in the day.
Man.
Like
Heart of the City was a good one.
Ooh, Heart of the City was solid.
Diamonds from I like the diamonds from Sierra Leone. That sample. That's great.
Yeah, diamonds is that's what I was. That was that's definitely one of them. That's what I said. Kanye got so many.
Kanye got so many because Jesus Walks.
Jesus Walks.
Yeah,
was hard.
Never Let Me Down. That sample
Never Let
was
Me
fire.
Down was fire. Like I said, College Dropout is one of my favorite albums, and it was because of how heavily those samples was and just how dope that he did it. Cause like I said, you got to think at that time hip hop was just hardcore,
Yeah.
and with those samples, it brought that soul back to it, and then it just forced people to, you know what I'm saying, talk about stuff like that was Teenage Fever, the Jennifer Lopez sample.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, he was. That's what I'm saying. Kanye was just because he was doing a lot for whatchamacallit too. I think what the fuck was the song with Common that he did?
He did so many with Common.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to think.
All right. So I say, I was writing down the names. I'm just waiting for Big Sis Chris to make sure that I didn't forget any names. Big Sis Chris, I know you're doing stuff. Send me, DM me those names real quick. Uh-oh. While we at it and while we talking, I do want to shout out, man. We expanded.
Yes.
We expanded, and since the last time we talked, and we did this, we started just trying to do more. So, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we already, like I said, you guys know, we have NWO. So, shout out Mikey, shout out Trippy, you know what I'm saying? And Jake, you know what I'm saying? We got King with us and everything like that. Right. Jake is going to be doing more. He's going to be doing more with the Geekset Gaming. So, I'm excited about that. So, if you haven't, you know what I'm saying, make sure you go to our pages and you'll see Jake exclusive. You know, make sure you follow him and follow the Geekset Twitch and his Twitch because we're going to be doing more there, simul stuff and everything like that. But, you know, one of the things that I do love is that we brought on like an international correspondent. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Yace. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
Shout out.
You know what I'm saying? And a manga creator, a video game animator, you know what I'm saying? Living in Japan. You know what
living
I'm saying?
in Japan is really like she living a good life.
She living a good life out there working with Nintendo.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just got to make sure we give her a shout out. We're going to be doing more stuff, you know, working her into some content and everything and just trying to figure out ways that we can, you know, reach that international crowd. And what's really dope is because, you know, she's a creator with her manga and things that she's doing. And I've been seeing more just like accounts, you know, where like their language is Japanese, right? So it's like I'm seeing the accounts. I'm like, okay, I gotta click the, you know, translate this, you know, this account, and I was just like, yo, that's dope because, you know, that means that, you know, her influence is already, you know, tapping in, and with us loving geek culture.
Check out all the stuff that she building in Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah,
bro, she built the house.
Yeah.
Oh, in the game.
Yes,
I still gotta give me.
That house was cold.
I gotta give me a Switch, fam. That's
yeah, but it's like,
that's what I was saying.
Like I need to switch bad.
It's
I think I got that. Keep on going.
I was just like that game itself just make you. I saw somebody build like a TIE fighter in it. Somebody built like it was basically like a torture cage. They put a bunch of enemies in it, and I don't know whatever move that he was able to use. It was just shocking.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that one.
Bro, people having too much fun in
like
that.
I did not know that they turned that Zelda into such a constructive.
I think it's very new because I think that's why people are still having so much fun with it. Where it's like this is new to the thing. Obviously, I haven't played it, but it really makes me want to get a Switch.
Yeah, I need because I want to. I still want to play the first one before this.
I want to play that. I still want to play Pokemon Arceus. I wanted to like. There is so much stuff. Yeah. What is this?
This is the randomizer.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I had to get to the randomizer. Yeah. So all right. So
stuff.
Yeah, I mean, listen here. We can't. What do you? I mean, we don't got our own.
That's fair.
All right. So all right, there you go. The next time. All right. So. We are now going to give off, and then, like I said, what we're going to do is we're just going to click this randomizer, and we're going to get the first 5 names that we get.
All right.
Right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to have you guys email us, and we'll put the email up. We're going to have us email us at the GeeksetPodcast at Gmail, so that way we can get to all. We're going to need your first name, and just your email, and it's going to be a +1 ticket, by the way. So meaning that you'll be able to bring one person, and there's going to be a few things that you're going to need to know. So that email, when you do get it, read it in full, and I'll go over these all over again as well. But here we go. So let's go ahead and get it. And the first person.
Hey Jake, if you win, I'm taking your ticket.
Ooh.
What kind of random?
Jorpson, you are our first person.
I got you, Jorpson.
Hey.
Thought they wasn't here, didn't y'all?
All right, so Jorpson, again.
Jorpson here?
Yeah, Ditch, if you can't, matter of fact, while you're doing it, you should be able to change the ticker and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Put our email in there so that way he knows, and send us your first name and your first and last name and the email that you want us to send this ticket to. All right, so Jorpson is our first person. All right, while we're doing that, we're gonna go spin it.
We could have also just had them DM us, but
Or DM us, yes. YOLO McSwaggertron.
Yo, that name is out of
That
control.
is a name right there, G. YOLO McSwaggertron, same thing, man. Email us or DM us.
I'm saying DM us, so that's easier.
I mean, Gmail's easy too for me.
For you.
Because I need the email. That's why I said
You still put that in there.
I mean, either or. That's why I say either or, email or DM us. Again, first and last name and your email address that we need to send it through. All right. There you go, Jacob Lavelle. I want to say it's Lavelle or Love All or Jacob Low VR.
Boy, get it out.
I don't know. Again, all right, you see
Hey,
it.
Josh Moore said he didn't see his name.
Uh,
Oh, you also got to scroll down. You might be at the bottom, Josh.
nah, you know what? He's not in there, so we're gonna make sure. Why is he? He should have been in there. Should have been there before. Sorry about that, Josh, bro. All right.
3 more left.
3 more left. We're gonna add another one just because because of Josh Moore. All right, Jacob, you already won. Can't win twice.
Why didn't you remove him?
Oh, I forgot you can remove him, right?
You just click close instead of remove. That's
Oh, I didn't, bro. This is my first time using this. Who's
Jor-
Jorpson?
Yeah.
Who else got to get out of here?
That was it. We had 3 left. Jacob just won again.
Oh, okay.
No, 2 people won.
Jorpson and
Oh, Jake. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
There we go.
So you took Jorpson and Jacob out?
Yep.
And Jingleheimer Schmitz?
All right. Oh no, YOLO Swaggertron won too.
Yeah, YOLO McSwaggertron won. So we had 3 winners?
yeah.
Oh, I thought we had 2 winners so far.
Hey,
Look at that,
look at that, Josh.
Click remove.
Ah, okay.
That's what I was trying to tell you.
Hey, Josh, you in this bitch rigging? What you on, bro? What
Josh
you
was in there
on,
like
bro?
this. He was like, "Let's go."
Right, what
Let's
you on?
go.
I don't see my name. Niggas say, I don't see my name in there. Like, Twitter pictures. You know what I'm saying? Right.
That's reverse Josh right there. That's it. He was like, I'm gonna win these tickets. I done watched this whole damn podcast.
Look at
Y'all
that.
better put my name on that motherfucker, Will. All right.
I don't see my name. You might as well just said, I don't see my tickets, bro. You know what I'm saying? Where my tickets at?
Okay, so again, make sure, like I said, y'all, send me your first name, last name, and email in the DMs or the email. All right, roll it again.
This 4 or 5.
Just 4. No,
should
it's
be
5.
Our last winner then. Lopez. Did I say Lopez?
Lopez 72X.
Is that doing the cheering?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you was hitting the fucking button.
No, I give you the.
All right, so our names, the people that we had that are winners. So if I hit remove, do they show us the results?
Oh, y'all didn't write
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Yep, so our winners, Jorpson XP, YOLO McSwaggertron, Jacob Loveall, Josh Moore, and Lopez 72. Make sure that you guys come in. Like I said, send me your first name, your last name, and your email, and then look out for the responding email that will have all the instructions with your ticket and everything. And then, so OG recommendation before we get out here, man. We can stop sharing this real quick. Let me get up here so we can get back on the main screen. Oh, or you could have just did that.
Looking ass.
Our man, for those who just came in, man, thank you guys for coming in, man. Our OG recommendation is always check us out at GeeksetPodcast.com. We have a lot of merch. As you can see that we're wearing our brand, our slogan, do what you love what you do, created by my man's Bacardi Sensei. He put a lot of work into it. We got a lot of articles. This is one of the best ways to support us, but also get you some fresh merch that you can rock out. You know what I'm saying?
I will have some at the movie, at the screening.
Yep, and then you can check out some of our past episodes. You know, we have a interview show, 101 with Deuces, where we interview celebrities. By the time this comes out, for those of y'all that are watching it, you can see interviews with Kel Mitchell, with Deborah Wilson, with Kadeem Hardison, with Laz Alonso, with just so many people, B.O.B., just people in blurred culture, geek culture, talking about geeky things. We have our new Star Wars podcast dedicated, just diving deeper into the Star Wars universe. We have kind of like a brand show where you're just getting introduced to people who love the things that they do, that Bacardi's hosting, where he's just diving deep into that. We have our podcast episodes. We have our reviews up. Like, there's so much content that we have out there. So go ahead and check it out. Gaming stuff's coming soon, so check that out. Follow us everywhere at GeeksetPodcast. It's the same on all platforms except on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/Geekset, but that's, you can stay up to date with everything that we're doing. We do have a Patreon, so we do offer early episodes. We do offer the opportunity to ask our celebrity guests questions. So if you ever wanted to, support us, we have tiers from $1 to $50. And tiers also, as you continue to grow and stay with us, you do get things back. You get free merch opportunities. You get free tickets. You get free stickers and everything like that. So patreon.com/Geekset. You get a lot of stuff. And then we have a Discord. You'll see it in the descriptions and you'll see it in our links. There's a whole bunch of dope people talking about geek shit. If you really like this geek culture and you want to talk that geek shit with some cool people, check us out there. But as always, this is the only podcast that blend hip hop culture and geek culture together. And we are out.
Peace.